What's going on, guys? It's Anthony once again here at the Rent Garage, and we got another unboxing video coming to you guys. We're talking about the 2018 Chevy Silverado. We got a whole bunch of things coming in, and we will be doing installs more or less at a later date. The weather here in Alaska hasn't been great, but that's not stopping us from showing you guys what we've got. Now, before I dive into this, let me tell you kind of a quick story. The 2018 Chevy Silverado is kind of in the midst of a pretty big upgrades. We got suspension stuff, we got some interior. This tops off one of the exterior things that actually I've never had an item like this on a truck before. I've had Ford, Chevy, Dodge, the whole shooting match, and I was looking at an alternative to factory. That's why I reached out and checked out Boosted Auto. I've been following these guys for a while, seeing what options they have, what the pricing is, and much more. That's what we have in front of us. This is the Boosted Auto tow mirrors for the 2018 Chevy. And I can't say enough about how many options these guys have for your tow mirrors. So I've got it actually pulled up behind me. I don't know if you'll be able to see it very clear. This is the mirror that I have right in front of me. Now check them out, especially if you have a truck and you want to go tow mirrors. It's just incredible. This isn't paid. This isn't anything. Again, I've been tempted to order them, and then I finally did it. I paid 100% for this. This is not sponsored, nothing of the sort. Let's dive into it real quick on some of the options. We're going to open this guy up. So some of the options that you have with the new gen tow mirrors for your Chevy. Now they have older gen versions. They've got Dodge and Ford and everything else. But some of the things that you can look forward to, I believe in most categories of their mirrors, depending on what profile you go with, is stuff like this. So this one I had chrome, black, and paintable as an option for the mirror itself, or essentially the caps. And then you have light options. You got amber dotted amber LED, smoke dotted amber LED, smoke dotted white LED, smoked strip, clear strip. And then you go into forward function, switchback only offered in strip lights, which is your signal only, signal and running light, 1.0, 2.0, and switchback. And then you've got stuff with your low output or high output floods. You've got your rear facing light to work in cargo. You've got do you want the lower glass to be heated? And do you want to hardwire lights, pursue a plug and play install? And then they ask you if your truck is gas or diesel. So the option, and I'll show you guys what I opted for in this for my truck. I went pretty basic on mine. I did the smoke dotted amber just because I like the way that looks. I think the switchback looks incredible, but I like more of an OEM style, and to me that's an OEM style with that little bit of smoked lighting on it. I went signal only. Let's see, I did do the high output floods, and I think I did cargo only. I can't recall whether I did cargo. We'll find out when I open the box. And then I did do the lower defrost. Now these mirrors, in this case, start at about $290. As you select your options, if there's substantial changes or added wiring or hardware to your mirrors, then of course the price goes up. So mine were, I think it was like right around $450 before shipping. As I've said over and over, shipping to Alaska sucks, so I did have to pay a premium on getting it here to Alaska. Let's open this guy up and see what we have in store for us. This is, believe it or not, this is in conjunction with like the wheels and tires, suspension, pretty much everything. Super stoked to get these guys on my truck. Now this is going to be a multi-process video. Today I'm going to just unbox them, show you what comes in at least my box. And then at a later date, I am going to end up painting the caps. Maybe I'll do a video on that, and then doing the install. So this specific product will probably turn into a 3-part deal. So right out of the gate, very nice. Okay. This is what the top looks like. My order is right here. And okay. Comes in almost like an insulated box. So let's see what I got. Do you want defrost on the lower glass? I said yes. Do you want power fold? Oh, you can do power fold. I didn't mention that before. Power fold is a couple $100 option. I wanted to do it, but I needed to save the cheddar, so no go there. Dual function. So I did do the dual function, which is cargo and reverse, which was cool. Do you want low output or high? I did high output, and I'll show you what that means here in a moment. And then modify the door pin, which I'll do. I did change this, so this was really cool. So I watched this thing. I was in the midst of working super remote. I was doing some stuff on one of our contracts, and I thought about this, and I'm like, you know, the black looks cool, super simple, easy to go. But you know what would look even cooler? Painted to match, because I believe that just looks good. So the stem on the mirror, I know you probably can't see it. Let me scroll it up. Let's see if you can see it. You may or may not, I don't know if the camera's picking it up or not. I don't think it is. But ultimately, that means the whole thing would have been black. I like the idea of painting it. I messaged those guys while I was waiting, knowing that it didn't ship yet. And they took care of me and said, yeah, we'll switch it over for you. And actually, it's going to ship today, so we'll get you taken care of. Super cool for that. So this comes in a, like I said, like almost like a cooler box. You've got the Boost Auto tape with the order right on top. Hey, I got to say, I purchase... I'll talk about what I do for a living at a later date, but this is the way to do the business right here. Put the invoice right on top. Show us what you're getting. No confusion, no nothing. So I'm going to put that to the side. Oh, check that out. Nice little decal. Boost Auto. Or Boost, yeah, Boost Auto parts. Throw that over there. Let's see what we got here. So we got the mirror right here, and I'll get to that in a minute. So we've got, I'm assuming these are the retaining nuts for the mirror itself. Let's see, all lights. Okay, and one thing with these guys, if you don't know, is they've got a bunch of install videos and clear instructions on how to do this. And right here it says reverse/cargo video instructions. They give you a splicer right here. And then let's see, oh, the door harness right here. So these are what you're buying, just to be clear. So you're gonna buy the mirror that you want with the setup you want, but if you want some of these additional features, you are going to have to essentially manually add these in. It says 2014 instructions, please visit the website below for instructions. So there's the hardware, there's that. Boosted Auto Cozy. That's kind of cool. Not that I ever use these. And then a business card. Cool. Let's dive into the mirror itself. I'm only going to show the one side of the mirror because I'm not going to take this thing apart. They have the packaging down very well. Wow. So here are the caps that I was talking about, more or less. So I did already inquire about paint. The paint on my truck is Cajun Red, or what, GBJ. And so what I'll do is I will go get some paint to match. And this is going to be the upper and lower portion of my mirror, which is clip right in. And it's going to match the color of my truck. So again, right here. So really what I was talking about earlier, it's either this is that textured black, chrome, or paintable. And this is what the paintable looks like right there. It's got this just white plastic look. So what I'll do with that is clean it, scuff it a little, get it ready for some primer, and then I will paint it. Actually, let me recover these. I don't want to add any nicks or anything to it. Then I'm going to put it back in the box. All right. Because of the, so I did watch several of their videos, and because of some of the intensity, I don't know when I'm going to get to be able to do this. More or less because I need to be able to get the truck, and I want to do the wiring on the truck while it's still the wiring harness is in the doors. and I don't want to remove it 100%. Maybe I will. I don't know. I haven't dived into that yet, but I'm going to need some time, and we'll do that. So this is almost like opening. Actually, this is really close to opening a factory mirror. So I'm assuming it's double stacked. Let me check before. Yeah, double stacked. There it is. I mean, like, look at this thing. Very nice compartment. It's got compartments for your wiring and your add-ons here. Your mirror fits into this thing. But I mean, you're paying a premium price. This isn't the Chinese crap that you can get off of Amazon or eBay for that matter. Wow. Look at this. So this is more or less the mirror. The caps obviously will go here and then down the lower. This is what the tinted looks like. You guys will see this in full force once I install it on the truck itself. It does have this foam sealer right here. There's your wiring in which will run into the vehicle. I don't know how difficult this is going to be, but we'll find out. There's your extension right there. And so some of the features that I spoke about earlier come into here. You're not gonna be able to see it much, but you do have this little, right here is where you're gonna get those 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for your blinker. And then this is the high output, low output for your cargo, for your reverse. So now with the connector, I don't know the details on that. We'll go into that when I do the install. When I throw it in reverse, it's gonna light up the side of my truck, which is a nice feature. I appreciate the idea and the thought behind that, because then my mirrors, when it's dark out, especially in the winter months here in Alaska, I'll be able to see better. But overall, I mean, that's your coverage right there. And I opted for the lower and upper heated option, which to me is kind of a no-brainer. Yeah, it's $50 for the option, but why only have one and not the other? Which obviously you've got your standard and then your far range and everything else. So personally, I think this is an incredible option for your Chevy, Ford, Dodge. Check these guys out 100%. I'll put a link to their stuff down below. Again, I'm not sponsored, but just like looking at this thing, looking at the packaging, I am extremely stoked to get this guy installed on the truck and be able to use this. This is definitely quality. I mean, you can just look at the way the molds are, just the way the whole shooting match is just through and through. So Boosted Auto Parts, if you guys are looking for tow mirrors or even wiring, they have a bunch of different things that you can get for your truck, whether it's Ford, Dodge, Chevy, what have you. And I think they have a couple of other options as well. This is the newer style. They do have the older style if you're interested in that as well. Check them out. Super excited. Can't wait to get this on the truck. I also just love having the bigger mirrors personally. The Chevy mirrors are fine. They're more car-esque, at least in my opinion, to where these guys are going to give me that full view and they're going to look great doing it. So check out Boosted Auto, guys, and we'll do a full install video once it gets to that time. That's it. That's the unboxing. The other side, I could open it, but it's going to look the same, and I'm not going to do that. So I thank you guys for tuning in. Really appreciate you guys checking us out. Make sure to hit us up on Instagram, Facebook, everywhere else. I'm Anthony. This is the Rank Stop Garage. Hey guys, if you are out riding or driving, do it safely, and I'll see you in the next video.